When I was growing up, I had visions of fantastical giant robots that would fight for good, and amazing vehicles that had a configuration for every situation. Cool engineers and inventor types that were knowledgeable enough to get out of any predicament. Or strong warrior characters with indestructible weapons that fought to protect that which was good. The influence of these shows told me of what I was to become, an engineer. I've spent countless hours of contemplating on how I can make that which I've seen into reality. Now I have the power to do it. I've designed and created many things, and I've been doing it for over 25 years. And now it's time for me to share my process with you. I draw inspiration from concept art, shapes, ideas, media, nature, whatever. I'm going to show you how to take a vision and step by step make it into a reality. I'll share with you the tricks that I've used to help me create things for over 25 years. Now, join me as I endeavor to create a whole new plethora of projects. From the simple, the niche, to the overly complex. This is Designed by Purpose. All right. Well, hello there. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in to today's Design and Chill, brought to you by Designed by Purpose, my show where I do real-time engineering right here on the streaming platform of your choice. Yes, LinkedIn or Twitch. So hey, hello. I am your host for today's show, Damon Padgett, or if you're watching on Twitch, I am Robotronics09, my gamer tag. So if I ever cross your path gaming, that's who I am, Robotronics09. That is 09. So yeah, hey, welcome to my channel, my stream, and we are continuing on my project. My current project, as the title is trying to say, I believe, designing a radio transmitter. So this is, if you're into remote control, robotics, or, I don't know, you could be in boats, planes, helicopters, drones, tanks, construction equipment, sailboats, anything. You need a radio control. And so this is what it is. I'm building a radio control. I know it's not good in English. This is what I'm making. It's a radio, my own personal radio control. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I'm a big fan of the RC industry, or was anyways. Big fan of robotics, and I always need to control something. So that's what we're doing here. Also a gamer, so I like video games and consoles and console controller design and all that good stuff. So this is my opportunity to finally be able to take all the different things that I like and see if I can combine them into one thing that I can use to control some stuff. So that's a quick introduction. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. With each stream, I'm getting better, y'all. I'm getting better. I just tripped. I just clicked on the timer. I was trying to think of a different word, but I just started that timer. So I got my timer. I got 59 minutes on the clock. Let's see how much design work we can do today. So I know we're looking at the inside of the radio. On yesterday, on our stream, you guys vicariously helped me to design or add in the actual antenna of the transmitter. So it was actually this this component right here. Is the mock-up of the antenna. Let me see. If you can kind of see it in my hands here over the keyboard. I can do a close-up, big close-up. Yeah. So, this little module right here is the antenna. And I said I was going to look up the actual name. NRF LO. Let me do that real quick because I didn't do it yesterday. I said I was going to do it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. NRF antenna. I can't remember it. Oh gosh. NRF 24L01. That's it. The NRF 24L01. That's what it is. That is the antenna. It's really popular. And that's what I'm using. I'm using the one with the actual antenna that you can screw on the SME connector. So yesterday we made the mock-up. We drew that up in Solidworks, and I started to place it. So if you remember from yesterday, or if you check out yesterday's video, I actually placed the antenna up here. The antenna was actually located in this section, and through some work I did on an outside of the stream, I realized that that placement wasn't the best. And the reason why was because the antenna was, well, partially it was getting in front of get in front of the switch right here. Excuse me, the on and off switch for the unit. It was in the way of that. And then mainly the bigger concern was actually that this side over here was directly interfering. Let me put this on. It's funny because I worked and I used SolidWorks for quite a while in different industries. Uh-oh. No, SolidWorks. What are you doing? No. Got too much stuff running and it's not liking it. But as much as I used it, I didn't use the cross sectioning tool as much. I use it more now than I did when I was making industrial machinery. So anyways, back to what I was trying to say was this portion right here of the antenna. This portion right here of the antenna was actually hitting the main body. It was like embedded in the main body. And originally I was going to say, well, I could just print out like a cutout. I could just add that a cutout feature to this main body where this would lay in there. And I thought that was kind of cool. Kind of unnecessary, I guess. It'd be better just to design around it instead of trying to just cut a slot in here for this board. So anyways, after looking at it for a little bit longer and thinking about it, pondering, I said, well, why can't I just move it up to this face up here? Why can't I move it from down here, move it up? I know it's at an angle, but I was willing to give it a try. So I put the mock-up of the antenna. I kind of moved it up here and constrained it to see how it would look. And I saw that it felt like it wasn't interfering with anything. So anyway, so I said, okay, well, I'll give it a go. So what you're seeing now is the result of all that. I've already relocated the holes, the large holes for the antenna to go to. I've actually recreated the little slot standoffs that'll help secure the board, just kind of help align the board. Really, these are so that because the antenna itself is round and it goes to a round hole, if I didn't have these or a little inlay, the antenna could possibly spin when you try to tighten it on. When you try to tighten the outside onto the brass fitting, the antenna would spin. So I made these features to secure all that in place. So that is what that is. That's what you're looking at. It is now parallel. This little board is now parallel to the inside of the main body. There's still a little bit gap in there. I was going to try to make it where it rested on the rested on the body, but I left a little gap. I think it's on the order of 16th of an inch or so, maybe 3/32. Actually, maybe it's 1/32. But I was saying, well, I may put like I could put some like foam tape or something. I don't know. I may put some kind of cushion there, non-conductive foam. But some kind of cushion in there maybe, or I may just let it float above that. But that's where we are with that. So I'm pretty pleased. I think that's going to work out better. And again, like I said in a couple of episodes prior, I was like, well, I really, if you look at what you're doing, what you're creating, in a lot of ways, it kind of designs itself, right? It shows you how or which way is the most optimal way for it to be. So I believe this is going to be the most optimal way for it to be. This, although the antenna is now going to be pointing down towards the base, if you lay the radio on its back, the antenna is now pointing down instead of just pointing out. But there's an articulation in the antenna, so there's not a problem. You know, you don't have to leave the antenna hanging out straight and it's going to get bent. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Let's take this off, and I'll show it to you with the base on. Let's see the base. All right. Okay. So you see, oh well, that just dawned on me. Yeah, if it's laying on its back anyway, it's gonna be kind of at an angle. I mean, it should be fine. It should be fine. It should work. All right, so you kind of see how that goes. Also, I finally spaced out these two bottom holes. Really just so it has a different, so it's secured. So the front bumper plate is better secured to the main body. I'm thinking about, I may move these up so that they're not securing across the middle, but I may go ahead and move these closer to this top. I may just leave them where they are, but it's a thought. It's basically just kind of to spread out the holding force across this front bumper plate. Because right now I have, there's tabs securing it on the sides, but there's no screws. It's really just being secured from the front. But now I have a wide, some wide screws, or wide screw placement in the front, on the bottom, but I could also do some wider screw placement on the top. So, but overall, I'm pretty happy. So I added the M2 screws. They need to be in the model, but mainly just so I could kind of see how it's going to look with the black screws, the black oxide M2 screws. So, what do you guys think so far? I'm actually pretty stoked, you know. Yeah, I'm actually really stoked. I just can't wait to get back to printing. And like I said, I have a print cam. I will have the print cam as it's going, because the print's going to take like days to print. I'm really kind of waiting for it to warm up a little bit. I did not check the weather. I know it's supposed to be cold. I'm kind of waiting for it to warm up because in my shop, it can kind of get cold. And I haven't really had any problem with that cold ambient temperature causing problems with my prints, but ideally I'd like it to be a little bit warmer in there. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. All right, so for today's festivities, what are we doing today? Since I already kind of moved the antenna and stuff, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to get back to this battery box. So, all right, I rotated the battery. If you can recall, I'm putting the battery inside. I want a side axis to the battery, whereas the Futaba radio has a panel right here on the back that you pop off, and then you get it from the bottom rear. I wanted to try to do it from the side. I was like, why are you reinventing the wheel? Why don't you just do it from the bottom rear? Well, let's open this up. I could do that. I don't plan. The main reason I didn't want to do it from the bottom rear is because I don't want the battery to be attached to the rear half if I'm disassembling it. So when I'm wiring, oh, I can't even, my thing isn't, having a bad day. Okay, that took way too long to open. But when I'm disassembling the unit, I don't want the battery to be stuck on the back plate. I want the back plate to come off cleanly, where I can just pop everything off,
and have access to all the electronics on the inside and not be concerned, with some kind of wire or something between the two. Let me see if I can close some of this, see if, make sure SolidWorks is going to run okay. Let's see here. We can close this one. There's not much open, so. All right, so back to this. So now I am looking at the back plate. We are talking about installing the battery today, some kind of battery box or battery access panel. Thank you again. If you are watching on LinkedIn, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. Be sure to leave a comment. Let us know how you enjoyed the show. Yes, sir. All right. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut me a little section out of it. At least that's the game plan. So what I'm thinking, let's do this. I know this is going to seem a bit extreme, but let's do it. This is what I'm thinking. Okay. I'm just going to draw me a box. I'm just going to cut. I'm going to cut it. So what you're seeing me, what I'm doing right now is I'm just mocking up how my design, how the design is. No dimensions. I just want to see if it's, from a visual standpoint, if it's the design language I want. All right, let me go back. I'm going to go back and let's slide this back a little bit. Come on, SolidWorks. What is going on? I think this needs to slide back a hair. I am not sure exactly. Does that need to go back to this? Let's try it and see. So what I think this is wrong. Oh, I didn't even cut deep enough. That was a mistake. All right. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just gonna put it back where it was, so I can explain what I'm trying to do. Now, eventually, I'll get my drawing board, which is where I can do rough sketches live. I'm debating on whether or not I want to, because I have a tablet. I have a couple of tablets. Speaking of, off the topic, I will never buy another Microsoft Surface Pro or Surface tablet. The reason why I'm going to rant right now real quick about this. I loved my Surface tablet. Let me hear that bass drop. I love my Surface tablet, right? It was great. And it's still, it was great. I like the portability. I like the build quality. I mean, I was really digging the Surface, right? But then one day I came to the realization that because the battery is non-replaceable, at least not by regular means, there's a shelf life. It has a basically expiration life. Because my Surface, one day I'll grab it and do it on the show and tell. My Surface is kind of like, is blown up like a balloon because the battery has started to expand and now it's expanding against the screen. So I just putting this little PSA out there for you guys. If you were thinking about investing in a Surface, that's something to consider. Other than that, I loved it. If they had made it where you could, I don't know, if they could figure out how that you can get the battery out, or even if they serviced it. I mean, like, the pandemic happened and the Microsoft store is closed. So I couldn't even go to the store anymore to see if they were going to service. And then I did look into servicing it, and it was like $600 just for them to replace the battery. So it was crazy. Anyways, I wound up retiring my Surface Pro, and I bought me an HP 360, their little 360 laptop. And I bought it because it's a ZBook. Is it a ZBook? I think it's a ZBook. Yeah, it's a 360, but it's got a replaceable battery, so I'm not even using it right now. But at least I feel assured is like, oh, okay, well, if the battery messes up, I can get it replaced because you can pop off the back. So, side note, just want to do a little rant. I won't ever purchase a sealed tablet like that again. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna mock this up. I'm gonna make this, let's make it, is that right? What is that from? Okay, let's just, that might be too much. Let's just make it 1 5/8. That was weird. Get my hands back on my keyboard. All right, 1 5/8. Let's see if we can, come on, baby. All right. Okay, let's, let me see if I can get to this side. Go to the other side. There we go. I'm trying to select on it. How do you, let me ask you guys. I do a lot of, let's do it this way. I do a lot of transparent views. I think there is a, like, if you hover it over, I think there's a selection. There's like where you can select, because you know if it's transparent, you can't click on it. So I was asking, well, what's your take on clicking things? I think you can right click and do select or something. Selection tool. No. I'll have to see what that is. Put it in the comments if you know quickly or how to go about selecting a particular part once you've made it transparent. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking what I'll do is make a tray that holds the battery. I'm not sure if I'll just make the whole tray. I may just make the whole, I'm sorry. I may just make the whole tray slide out. Is that what I want to do? So what I was thinking about doing was, so what I'm thinking about doing is making a frame that goes around, a frame that goes around this portion, right? When I say a frame, you have the main body, and now I just cut this big old square out of it, rectangle out of it, which just weakened the structure of the main body. But what I'm thinking about doing is going back and added a 3D printed frame, just like a window frame, and gluing it to the main body and just having it where it slides into the bottom portion. But the frame encloses or encompasses the tray for the battery. So the frame is there, and some kind of way you have like a clasp or something, and the battery tray slides in and out of the frame. It seems a little overly complicated, but if you watch my little video, my intro video, you know, I did a disclaimer, overly complicated sometimes. The only reason I want to do the frame is because I don't like the idea of making this cutout because of messing up the structure of my top piece. But I like the idea. What I was thinking about doing, because I cut into this chamfer, this bottom chamfer, I was thinking about making a door piece that covers this whole thing, and that you slide down, you pinch and slide it off, and it exposes the battery. I may do that. That may I could do something like that. What I could do is I've already cut the bottom half, right? I've already cut that. You could put see these two these ears. These two ears. I could do the two ear thing down here. That's going to be kind of crappy when you go to 3D print it though. But let's just bear with me, right? I could do the ears right here, the slots. And so then you have the door, the one-piece door that slides up from the back from the bottom, from the back. It slides in, guided by the slots, and covers this whole thing up. But it also means that it would be its own color. Follow what I'm saying? You wouldn't print this two-tone, so it's either going to be black or gray. And so now you have this mix. Let me turn this on. Now you have this mix of colors. Now you'd have this mix of colors, much like this. Ooh, that wouldn't be cool. I mean, you know where the battery is, but I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think that's not the optimal solution here. Now, what I'm thinking about doing with the window is making the window a different color. So let me just change the color of this just so I can kind of oops, I didn't need to open that. Say no. Excuse me. I'm just gonna oops. Well, I thought I was going to. What am I doing? I thought I was going to change the color. Well, gee willikers, that's weird. Woo, went somewhere I didn't know where I was going. Normally the little I can. Properties. Well, okay, let's just go back and do it the other way then. I'm not sure what I'm missing or forgetting. I thought I could just edit the colors from there, but I don't know. Maybe something didn't show up, or maybe I'm just missing it. Yeah, I was looking for these appearance, but let's just change the color on this. All right. Okay. So I was thinking about maybe another splash of red. Let's do that for now. Save. Check. Making sure I'm on. I am on. All right. I did all that and it didn't even. What's going on? That was the whole point of me doing that, was so that I could change this color here, and it didn't change. Something happened. Oh, and I'm not sure what it is. All right, let me go to edit part. Let me try that. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. It's just floating. Okay. What was that all about? Okay, let's see if it stays. Or if it goes back gray. It may go back gray. It did go back gray. What am I missing, folks? I need my lifeline. I've got to I got to get that where I can call somebody. I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know why I couldn't see appearance. Let me just try something else. I'm at a loss, folks. I'm at a loss. In complete, utter silence. I am alone. Okay, well, I'm just going to skip that for now because I can't figure out where. I thought I could change colors. For some reason, I cannot. And I can't remember. Obviously, I'm just stuck on that. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I just want to see what this is going to look like. Look how this will look. Let's give me a 1/4-inch chamfer. Hopefully I use the 1/4-inch. Let's see. Oh, what in the world? What is that? I am baffled. What in the world is that? We got some weird stuff going on here. Okay, I have a box. Okay, I have, but still, why is that showing up now? What is that? Okay. I think I may have to restart SolidWorks. Yes, indeed. Yes. Okay, at least the chamfer is about right. I do not know what this magical crystal box going on in there is all about, but okay. Good guess. 1/4 inch chamfer. Okay. That's not right. Can't do that. Bring this back up. All right, so now I need to decide. Let's put this back on. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have some kind of. I'm gonna do this. Let's do this. I might just take those off for now. Let's see here. I think I can suppress them. All right. I still don't know what is going on down here, but rebuild, save. I think that's just some sort of visual artifact. Okay, so what I'm trying to see is I want to see what this would look like. I really still want to know what it would look like with a different color. But just having the hatch alone, how would it look? I think what I've done here that I think is messed up, what I've done wrong. I wanted to make my faceplate, I wanted to add a splash of color with the faceplate. But I think because you have this solid gray, or this kind of darker gray, the backing is black and the backing overlaps this portion, which is fine. That's cool. I think that's cool. I don't think I can run this faceplate as gray. I mean, as black. And then you have this broken area of color. It's gonna look really weird. It's just gonna be like, it's gonna be this, I don't know. It's just gonna stick out. I mean, I like it. I don't know. Maybe I could round I could round these top corners. Or chamfer these top corners. I probably maybe round them. I don't know. Let me try this. Let me see if I can change the color on this one. See, look, I can change the color. Look, you see the appearance showed up. So what am I doing wrong here? Okay, it showed up now. Okay. All right. So just so you guys saw it, it wasn't just me. Or whatever I did wrong, I didn't see it. So I was like, well, maybe I'm just missing it today. All right, let's try this. All right, let's get that going. Go away. All right. So I was thinking, what if I did a splash of color down there, a splash of red? I know you guys are probably like, what in the world? Why would anybody want so many different colors on their radio? Because typically radios are black and chrome or all black, or, well, you have some new, I've seen a lot of the Fly Sky radios, well, I've seen people customize them and make them more colored, more, have a different, color scheme. I'm hearkening back to the days of the Godzilla days, where, or I shouldn't even say the Godzilla days, the Gundam days, because Gundams always had crazy colors, as well as Voltron and Transor Z, the American version, and you know, all that. They've always had those weird, and I never really understood why they had all those weird colors, but they're interesting. All right, so maybe this is a throwback to that. All right, so I mean, I don't mind it as much. It's just I'm not sure I like these lines. I don't like how it just. I feel like maybe if I can line it up with these natural lines better, maybe I can tolerate it. I don't want it to go all the way. I don't want it to come all the way up to this line. I need it to come down on this body side, on this body panel, because I don't want this to get more weak than it is. I'm already making it weak. Now, do I mind it cutting into the black down here? But I kind of like it though. I like asymmetrical things. I mean, I was really big on symmetry growing up. I think if I did something on this side of something, I always made sure I did the equal and opposite on the other side. Always. That was like always. So for me now to be like you know what? It doesn't have to be the same on both sides. It can be different. That's quite a change. I don't know. I think with some cleaning up, I think if I clean it up and make it look nice and add some grip features here. I'm not sure if I want to make a door that just slides out the back. Had some frames drop. I'm not sure if I just want to make a door that slides out the back, or if I want to make something where instead of sliding, I said out the back, out meaning meaning sliding it down. So you put your thumb on it or whatever, press it and slide it down. This would be a door or something, and then the battery tray would come out. But instead of doing that, maybe just making something where you just pinch it and you just pull this whole unit straight out the side. I think I'm gonna do something like that. I like the splash of color on the back, where you can see an accent color on that back side. What do you think? What do you think? What is your design opinion? Do you want it? Is this like a slap in the face because you're breaking up the colors, or are you okay with the accent? And I think I will, on the first go round, I think I will go ahead and print this faceplate with the matching color. I wanted to make it black, but the thing is, the only black I have, I mean, I can go get some black PLA. But what I did not like is the fact that you have this black PLA, that you have this black faceplate, and then you have it's interrupted with this gray, the gray main body, and then it goes to black. Like if this section was black as well, then having the faceplate black, just really having this whole bottom section black would have been cool. I think that would have been a nice little. I think that would have been nice, but I kind of think this actually looks better. Not doing that bottom in black, and it makes the text stick out more. Maybe it makes, because now you're not drawn away from you're not drawn to the color difference, but now you can see the text. I don't know. I think you're right. I'm talking to you guys. Of course, I'm talking to you guys. I was like, who is he talking to? I'm talking to you guys. You're just not listening. You weren't paying attention. But no, I think I like this. I think I like that better than having the black. I wanted to splash of color on the bottom, but I think this is better because it doesn't have that. It doesn't break out. I don't know. I just feel like the design language is better on that. So let me go back and look at it with. So this is kind of how it would look. You kind of and then on this side you have this red. You have this patch. It's kind of slapping the face. Like, what in the world? Where's that patch coming from? And again, this is not an Iron Man themed controller. Unfortunately, the colors I picked seem to harken back to some Iron Man, but not that I don't like Iron Man. but that's not the motive. That's not the motivation for my radio. And I think I do like this. I think I do like this more. Okay. So now it's a matter of cleaning this up so it's not so janky looking. Let's get that back on here. Let's see if let's see what I can do. So, am I going to cut it back to the let's cut it back. Let's cut it back to the seams. Well, okay. If the model open. I kind of don't want it to cut it back to the seams, to the lines, and the reason why is because those sections are on curves. Let's come in here. I'm gonna name this real quick while I'm here, while I'm thinking about it. Batt. Let's say CO. Cut out. Batt cut out. Okay. All right, we got that. I'm going to give myself probably 1/8 of an inch from this line. Come on. I messed up. I'm going to discard that. Yeah. I'm going to get normal to this first. Come on. Come on. All right. Gesture should be gesture dimension. Oh man. All right. I'm going to give myself an 1/8. Sorry for the lag, folks. I need to optimize and get my Solidworks running better while I am doing this. Hey, good morning on Twitch. Thank you very much. Stream Whistle 02. I like it. You got the numbers in your name. I am Robotronics09. Nice to meet you. All right, let's see here what we got. So now I have 1/8 inch from both sides. Okay, that's cool. If you are watching on Twitch and you are interested in this type of stuff, CAD, engineering, whatnot, let me know. Nice, yeah, hello. Let me know what is your area of interest. Are you into robotics, machine design? Are you coming from Blender? Because Twitch does not have the category of engineering in its search things. You know, like you can look up music production. Under 3D, you can look up, like I said, Blender and stuff. Okay. Well, hey, nothing wrong if you, just for those of you watching on the other platform, Stream Whistle 02 mentioned that they don't know a lot about CAD. This is new to them, which is cool, and that's actually that's part of the reason why I'm created this channel, doing this content. So that people who are interested can see, is like, oh, well, how are things made? Like physical things made, not just digital assets, but how are products made? And realize and come into the understanding that a lot of this stuff is available to you. So if you're interested in these type of things, if you ever want to make your own stuff, it's accessible. Now it is very accessible. I'm using a software called Solidworks. It's an industry, I'd say it's an industry standard. But it's a parametric 3D modeling software called Solidworks. But there's a company called Autodesk. Oh, I'll just type it in here. I know I'm explaining it, but hey, we got the magic of chat. So if you're ever interested in checking some of this out, you can download a copy of Fusion 360 for yourself. It's made by Autodesk, but I use Solidworks. So yeah, you can download a copy of Fusion 360 and you can actually learn how to do all this 3D modeling and stuff and make parts and 3D print stuff and all that good stuff. It's real cool. 0525. No problem. 0525. Let me go back and fix this. And also, just so you know, for those of you tuning in for the first time, I am, like the title says, I am creating my first official radio control, custom radio controlled to be used with robotics, but RC cars, drones, whatever. This is really a ground-based radio. In other words, I'm creating it with the intent of using it on ground vehicles, not really so much aircraft. But I mean, you can configure anything. You can configure it for aircraft if I can reconfigure it for aircraft if that like. It's just a matter of just getting used to the controls. It's not really anything rocket science. But if you're familiar with Arduinos, microcontrollers, the Feather, what else? What's some other microcontrollers? Anyways, that's what I'm using to actually do the programming, do the controlling, right? This is just a shell that I'm creating, all the mechanical portions, but I'm going to be using the microcontrollers to actually do the commands, and then there's off-the-shelf radio transmitters, antenna transmitters that you can use to send and receive the signals. So it's really cool. I love the fact that the barriers, the entry to making radio control things are pretty much non-existent. Which I think is really cool. Opens up a lot of possibilities. All right, so now I've cleaned that up a little bit. I'm going to change the dimensions. I'm going to take minus a quarter of an inch, minus 0.25. All right, we got that. Got my little. Now this battery tray is not going to be the final battery tray. This is just really a stand-in so I can see what it's going to look like visually, or give myself an idea what it's going to look like visually, before I actually commit. So I tell people that whenever I get a chance to talk to people, oh my gosh, this number is awful. I need to go back and fix this number. Hold on. Let me go back and fix this number. So what I did was I measured the opening that I created, and it's this really arbitrary dimension. And although I can print that arbitrary dimension and go with it, I don't really want to do that. I tried to design with what I would say standard definitions in mind, right? So if I'm going to make an opening in something, I like to make it like an even, an inch and a quarter, an inch and an eighth, an inch and a quarter, inch and 3/8. But an actual dimension that you can kind of, is almost like a snap point. Like you can snap to and say, oh, okay, I know this is going to be a rounded dimension. It's not going to be like an inch and 1.6739 blah, 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 which is like, okay, well, I don't even know what that dimension is. All right. I'm dropping frames. I'm really having a difficult stream today. Hope you guys like the music. I'm really feeling this 80s synth vibe. I've been doing it. I'm not making it. I've been using it since I started the stream. Or streaming, I should say, rather. I'm going to go back and fix this. All right, so I made it 1 1/8. Just kind of makes me relax. And I thought it was going to be a problem because, like, well, how are you going to play the same music every stream? At least so far, every stream. But I find it relaxing, actually. Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, side note. Oh, well, it's today's Design and Chill's almost come to an end. It is 12:50. We normally go I'm doing this daily from noon to 1 p.m. on Twitch and on LinkedIn. But today is almost coming to an end. Be sure, if you'd like to catch these, you can watch them on Twitch. If you missed the live stream, you can always go back and watch the rebroadcast on YouTube at, I didn't even have the links up today. I'm just all over the place. You can go to YouTube and watch the video at youtube.com/C/Moral Rich Media, all one word. You can check it out there. There's the repost of these, there's how-to videos, there's all sorts of stuff. I do a lot of things. There's more coming. This is just the first in a long line of projects that I'm working on. So you can check out stuff there. Yes, you can repost it there. You can also follow me on LinkedIn. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Appreciate the follow today. Definitely, I'm going to get these little emojis and all that stuff going on, hopefully. But if I don't, still thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I need to widen this out. All right, let's go back. Feel free if you have any questions about engineering, design engineering, product design. Feel free to let me know. I'll see if I don't know the answer, I'll try to get the answer for you and bring it back next stream. Or put you in touch with someone who can answer the question. All right, let's see here what we got. Let me close this top portion up and then we can really see. All right. You guys just don't know how I'm so ready for this. Well, the thing is, after I finish this, though, I still have to go back and tweak the receiver. I have a receiver. I've created a receiver for it, but I need to go back and make it smaller because I realize now that my receiver doesn't have to take up as much space as it is currently taking up. Let's delete this. Okay. Gesture. I'm gonna make this at 1/8 of an inch. And cool. Thank you for stopping by. 1.125. All right. Did that go? It went. Save this. All right, let's go in here and see what we got. Save again. And switcheroonies. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to optimize this because I can't have my solid. It's like, okay, it's moving slower and slower each day. Now I am streaming and recording and I got all this stuff going on, so I'm just gonna have to. Okay, now we're kind of getting an idea of what it might look like a little bit. Oh, this is what I need to know. I need to know how much real estate do I actually have with the battery. So it looks like I got over 1/4 of an inch by a little more than 1/8 inch on each side. Okay. Let's do this. Here. Let's take the battery. Let's bring it down a little bit closer to the bottom. I like that. I mean, I kind of like that. I like that. But I don't have any space. I don't have any space for this frame. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this frame stuff. So I got to put some thought into that. I got to put some thought into it. I may do it. I may be able to make a really small thin. Well, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say I may be able to make a really small thin bezel, like on a laptop screen, a really thin bezel that maybe what you see is thin, but it's actually reinforced on the back side because I got 1/8 of an inch of meat. So from this corner, from this edge to this line, I have 1/8 of an inch. So that's enough to have a 3D printed part glued on that back side to reinforce this opening. So I could possibly do that, and then I could probably still encroach another, a little less than a 1/16 on this way and run a little line of color or something. Maybe. It's kind of complicated to do that, but very interesting. Very interesting. All right. So again, thank you on LinkedIn land. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Design and Chill. I've been your host, Robotronics09 or Damon Paget. And we made some progress today. I'm finding that every day things, I'm making progress. So even though I'm not working on it a super long time every day, I mean, we're only together for an hour. In that hour, there is progress being made. Just so you know, if you're doing anything in life, whatever you're working on, consistency is the key. It's not all about trying to get it done in one day or 1 week or right away. It's about attacking it every day or whatever your schedule is. So if it's once a week, once a month, whatever, but you stay consistent at it, I think that is the key. And we're gonna find that out here, because I'm gonna try to stay consistent at making these videos, doing these live streams. So you're checking out, this is number 6, I think, number 7. Come check back with me in a couple of months. And let's see what's happened. See if we got some progress. The proof is in the pudding. All right. I think I'm gonna go and clean up these. I think I want to add some fillets to these holes a little bit, these edges. I don't know. Yeah, that may actually look better. It'll probably be easier to print. I find that when I'm doing 3D printing, having these 90-degree corners, you're like not jerking, but like changing the direction on the print head so quick, as opposed to having a radius corner where it can just kind of roll into the different directions. So I probably will widen these up and make it add some fillets. I do not know if I'll leave this little lip, well, I can come over a little bit. So yeah, I guess I will. I may actually even enclose it. I may just go ahead and enclose it to give it a little bit of strength, because otherwise you got this little hanging piece that I just don't believe is going to be in good company. All right, so with that being said, I think we are going to call it quits for the day, at least for the stream right now. And you can see my new progress, the continued progress, on tomorrow. So thank you again for joining me. I don't know where I'm looking. Thank you again for joining me on today's episode of Design and Chill. I have been your host, Damon Paget, Robotronics09. And I will see you guys next time. All right, on that note, let's get out of here. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know why this doesn't work. I try this every day. That's going to be my new thing, to try to get out of here, and I can't seem to get out of here. Oh, I know why.